Pass the ball, man. Pass the fucking ball, dude. Niggas is wide open. Bro, you fucking trash, bro. All my life, you trash. $29% is fucking crazy, bro. For 5 points, bro. Come on, man. Yumi, what you doing? Come here. What you do? What you do? What happened, baby? What happened, baby? What you hurt? Show me. Your butt. You fell down on your butt. What you was doing? You was playing too much. You gotta be careful, okay? Don't be jumping around and stuff. Okay? You do it. Oh, from when I couldn't do more. Huge paycheck your life. That was on me. You can leave them out though. You just freezing them.
I don't like cheese.
What I told you the other day, she always says she didn't like cheese, but I be sneaky in her food.
Yeah, I don't like cheese.
Nah. Your butt feel better?
Nah.
Your butt feel better, Tinky Wink? Yeah. After you're done, okay? I do something after you. Give me kiss. Yeah, me kiss. Yeah, kiss. Yeah. You try to stay people. But give me one then. You said you want one. I'm trying my best. Alright. Talking about not you. And not available. Point. You as good as gone, sis. Call his ass dad. Fuck his own little buddy. Do I gotta come up there and put my fucking hands on him? No, don't protect him. I'm in it. Up to my pain right now. You see this?
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Hurt, boy, that drive
okay,
as fuck.
We're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But it's led by Benoit Lambert, a projected second rounder. He's a stretch big who can knock it down from outside.
So bad.
I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can, and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, But, bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God. These Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right?
Yeah. Just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I just want to go get it. I wasn't in here and shit. That's why I ain't here.
That's good.
Okay.
Xander, I need help up. I got you. Yep.
Oh,
a city with tremendous history and a love for basketball. We are live in Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Zuniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer.
Yeah, we do. Loud noise coming right up.
New egg mode.
I can't turn that down, so.
A lot of great talent on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Jump on your ass, hella wait till your ass. Make your legs heavy.
Here's Lambert. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Fast break Paris. Oh, and the dunk by Ahern.
Gotta appreciate the energy Ahern showed there on the fast break. When he runs hard like this, good things happen.
Outside Chauvet. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Shots good by Peltier.
Now, something that's interesting that you kind of think about is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Now here's Portier. Oh, rejected by Lambert. To the paint. Solid defense from Ahern. And here's MP from the arc. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Elchier with it. He's picked up by Dumont. Here's Lambert. And Lambert with the slam.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal position.
Pass to MP. Got it. Good job in the low post. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation. Good to see Marks being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
That one doesn't go either for MP. Nanterre leading. Outside Marks. Pass to Marchand. Launches a three. And Hewitt pulls it down. MP outside. The shot is good on the assist by Hewitt.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Marchand outside.
Inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup. You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Think about the journey for MP to get here. In high school, wasn't really scouted. Moved around the States. Now, he's playing serious basketball in Europe.
Here's Gerard. Here's Lambert. And it's MP with the rebound.
Down low.
It's a deer
Bitch. I'm about to say it.
Big Gabe Zadirko, bringing the noise.
Here's Beaumarchais.
Out to the wing. 6 to shoot.
They get it again. Lambert.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Using his size to his advantage. I like the way.
Second quarter, and we're a little over a minute and a half in. To the inside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy to know how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas. And when we talk to scouts, GMs, people in the NBA, it's almost a certainty Lambert will be playing in North American teams. Most projections, most people we talk to have him going probably early in the second round.
And Nanterre has possession. Pass to Bleu.
Three-pointer, and the 3-ball is good.
What a find right there by Lambert. Passes like this shows how unselfish he can be.
And here's Portier.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
MP outside.
Knocks it loose.
Of course. I love her. Her was so perfect today, and we had fun.
It'll be Nanterre elite off the tip.
I set that shit in front of
A lot of great talent on the floor in this one. The nickname has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Screen by Lambert. Elchier outside.
That one's
and
off.
she was like, Because I ain't got the pricing.
To the
I got
middle.
the other pricing.
Here's Elich.
That
one
I was like, you good?
from DeMol.
I was going to say she was
Using his
good.
size around the
I
ring.
was like, you good?
That's an into 2. Playing big for Paris.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Way to work the ball in.
Outside Chauvet.
That nigga
Green by Lambert.
Oh, you know, Uncle Juice. He was like, what's wrong with you? He's like, trying to get a sneaky.
Man, so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing their news on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Green by Lambert. To the inside.
I'll feel for that dumb shit.
Lambert.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal positioning.
Now here's MP.
We are the champions.
Off the tip.
A lot of great talent on the floor in this one. The big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Now here's Elich. MP inside. Lambert's there.
This nigga locking me up. I'm gonna keep clicking on you.
It'll be Nanterre Elite off the tip.
A lot of great talent on the floor in this one, but the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Now here's Peltier. 5 to shoot. Lambert. Marks for 3. And Elich pulls it down. Here's Harris. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Now here's Lambert. Good. First shot, first basket.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Down low. MP. Rebound by Nanterre.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
No good. Now here's Marks. He's covered by Ahern. That one goes in.
What a shot by Marks. That's a tough one to judge, and he nailed it.
Outside Elich. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Paris will retain possession.
You know, he had no chance but to lunge for that pass to make sure
that's
it didn't
facts
get
though,
through.
because
And that was
that's
important.
as crazy as it
Probably
is.
would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't knock that one out of bounds.
Good defense.
Now here's MP. And that one's drained from the low block.
Easy shot right there. Just what they need. Now, something that's interesting, you kind of think about is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Now here's MP. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Chauvet.
To the paint. Lambert. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He will make you throw your hands up as a defender. You just don't know how to play him.
Pass to MP. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
You have to admire how assertive MP is.
Yeah, I'm like going to school for coaching your first year.
Now here's Chauvet. Rozier outside. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Now here's Marks. Pass to Chauvet. Over Fortier. Lambert can't get it to go. Harris trailing. MP outside. Now Dumont. MP guarded by Lambert. Here's MP. The shot from the low post is good. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
I love the 2 for 1. Every opportunity counts.
Marks up top. Over Ahern. Marks no good. Inside. Here's Elich. And Elich with the dunk.
Oh, Bogdan Elich turning back the clock.
Marshall outside. Marks for 3. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Harris FC basket ahead, leading by
not the
point.
same coach to everybody.
And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side.
Different. That's all it is.
And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here.
It's all learning. Some kids you gotta whoop. When you got them, when you have your own kids, you gotta whoop their ass. Some kids, you ain't even gotta give them rules because they follow the right ones already. You know what I'm saying?
Over to the wing.
Oh, yeah,
and here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The tray. New misses. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas. Nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. It's something that any basketball fan will appreciate. It's just good, steady basketball they're playing in all aspects of the game right now.
By Lambert. 3-pointer Chauvet. Harris grabs the miss.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good hit, too. I'm as shocked as you. Big Gabe Zadirko bringing the noise.
I feel like she'll be trying to spitefully support them like
more important.
Yeah, they need to string together some successful offensive possessions and play tough D.
Outside Chauvet. Pass to Lambert. Shot clock at 6. Here's the. And no good trying to use the glass.
Based on you
and
saying,
the
like,
Paris FC team.
We was being saying that she spitefully support the kids. It's like, oh, let's go. It's okay. We got this type shit.
Before relocating to Europe.
Like, we
no
got
doubt.
this.
Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Time called here, Nanterre Elite. Both teams will make substitutions. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Marshall outside. Down low. Some solid D there from MP.
Really tough for this club right now. Trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
They double team MP. And the shot goes down.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Shot to end the cold run. And Chauvet missing. Pass to Portier. MP. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Pushing the action, making his presence felt. MP is getting it done at the offensive end.
And he sinks the second. Difficult situation here for Nanterre. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Here's Lambert. It will not find the hoop, and it's his 3rd miss. He's made 2. Pass to Portier. MP. And MP slams it in.
He is definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. Shooting it so efficiently.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Paris FC basket ahead. Up 19. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. And Nanterre has possession. 19-point game.
Like,
one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
And it's fucked up, but that's the reality with people fucking black. Like, you don't got fun shit on all the time.
And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Outside Marks. And here's Chauvet. Lambert. Guarded by Dumont. 3-pointer Chauvet. Basket good off the assist from Lambert.
Well, out here in Europe, there are no shortage of sharpshooters. Chauvet showing off his long-range talent.
MP inside, guarded by Lambert, and stolen by Lambert. Pass to Chauvet. Puts up a 3. Chauvet missing again. Portier with it. Lambert's there. Here's MP. Oh, and a slam by MP.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Outside Marks. Tries the spin move to the inside. Marchand. Soft touch off the glass.
For Marchand, these high-percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
MP is good.
He scored most of their points himself. His offense is a big part of their recipe for success.
Here's Lambert. And the jam by Lambert. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
3-pointer Chauvet. And it's hauled in by Paris. MP up top, covered by Marchand. High post MP, working on Marchand. Here's MP. Portier. Clock at 2. And Lambert pulls it down. Outside Chauvet. Pass to Marchand. Lambert. Covered by MP. And Marchand with the stuff.
Elevation. Marchand does that with the best of them.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Chauvet missing.
Boy, I mean, this has not been a quarter really to remember for him.
He's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Oh, and a slam by MP.
Big show of athleticism by MP, going up strong for the dunk.
Here's Chauvet. Pass to Marchand. To the middle. Lambert. And the jam by Lambert.
He's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
And MP slams it in.
And as a point guard, Fournier understands it's his responsibility to involve his teammates. That's a great pass right there.
Outside Chauvet. Screen by Lambert. Right side Chauvet.
People that
Harris grabs
want
the
that in the team, but might not get it because it's so focused on the varsity aspect.
Just close enough to bother him on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
And that's a skill, Brian.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
Paris FC basket ahead,
opening a huge gap.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this fourth quarter going.
Last quarter play, about 2 minutes in now. He's still feeling it. Drained for 2 points.
Love how confident MP is rising up in there, knowing the damage he can do with the J.
Yeah, people want to touch themselves because they can do so good.
Peltier outside. Pass to Chauvet. And once again off the mark by Nanterre. And here's MP from the arc. It's rebounded by Marks. And Nanterre lead with possession. Marchand outside. Shoots over Illich. And once again off the mark by Nanterre. Pass to MP.
Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He should thank him for that miss.
Here's Chauvet. Harris grabs the miss. And here's MP from the arc.
It's good from long range.
I love this about
they shit together for you fucking go with the shit that's easier anyway.
Extend that defense.
Now here's Marchand. Defended by Illich. Three-pointer Chauvet.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Working around, getting easier shots.
MP up top, guarded by Lambert. Outside Chauvet.
Floats one up.
This is why these guys love the veteran Illich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
And Paris going with a different look here.
Smoking gas right now, girl. That's funny you say that.
Peltier outside.
Can they get it? He can't get it to go.
Pass to Mad. MP.
And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, he's scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
To the paint.
Marks no good. Now Paris FC basket with it. Here's Blanchet. MP, covered by Marchand. To the Irko, a screen.
To the inside.
That's good, and it's MP with the dime.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but you keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Ryan.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
She got a funny coach. Nobody coached fun.
Punching it.
Mike
Bell. No legs having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself in the highlight reel.
Ball outside. And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team could be young, but I think they turned some heads with how far.
Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
What?
They play hard here in France, and everyone's a pro, so the level...
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
She never asked.
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here, but I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get wins.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
5 months before the grand jury. So, and the police say we're going to present the case to the DA. The DA's had the case for 5 months. What do you mean present the case? That makes no sense when you listen to what the police are saying.
Hey, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with...
Without the permission of the LA County DA. And they did so to hopefully pressure the DA to bring charges right away. So, I'm very sure on Monday, if the DA say we don't have enough right now to move forward with this murder charge, LAPD just did this for theatrics in a cloud chase. This is absurd. We've never seen anything like this before in the history of Earth. Just recently, the medical examiner has apparently...
Yell me. Stop it.
You really need to get that snooze button to break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No. You have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
That's good.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy is?
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent. Why don't you describe your games to my follower?
But you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yo, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
I thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then we will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, you're gonna have a harder time.
Okay, mec. M'en fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
Bro, he seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably just playing with you, man. You, I can scrap the footage you want me to.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw it over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them. We'll make a little big joke out of it. Yeah. It'll be funny.
Copy that.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports coverage of the FBSL. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, and it's Paris FC hitting the road to face Strasbourg Basket Pro.
I think this is going to be a great one, Blake. Both Paris and Strasbourg have a lot of young talent, and there should be no shortage of up-and-down action tonight.
That's right, and two of the biggest names for their respective teams, MP and Vincent Leduc.
Quite frankly, those are the guys everyone is here to see. Leduc, easily one of the top prospects in France right now. And then you got MP, an up-and-comer from the United States who's been making a case for himself. This is a great test for both of them on a stage full of curious eyes.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Now here's the Fjord. Good, and Leduc gets the assist.
So the defense has to bring more effort against Bashir down there, or else he's going to just torch him inside.
Pass to MP. And MP slams it in.
Explosive leaping ability.
That was pretty, and he just has the effortless knack for getting inside.
It's almost like his home is the paint.
Yeah, and if the painted area is his home, then he's sure living comfortably. I mean, you'd hate to be the guy past regarding him.
As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
And you look at the Strasbourg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EVA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Now here's Portier. MP inside. Vasseurs there. Portier outside. Shoots over Leduc. And it's Portier missing. Rochefort left side. Here's Vasseurs. Pass to Rochefort. On the wing, Lemieux. Outside Leduc.
From outside, off the mark.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
MP inside. Lemieux covering.
Hills Charter High School represents a San Fernando Valley neighborhood of Los Angeles. There he got his wish of playing as a running back on the varsity team. Here he kept his reputation, with one teammate saying everything he said was a joke. His former coach, Walter Roby, said that he was a talented, great player, saying that he was real elusive, real agile. He added, "He came in, worked hard, kept his nose down. He was a quiet kid, well-mannered, very coachable. Whatever needed to be done, he would do." This same coach even mentioned him in an article with the Los Angeles Times, saying that he was one of the few players he was expecting big things from. When it came to his actual schoolwork, Shane was attending classes through the schoolwork program, meaning he took classes on.
And MP gets it to go.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off. He might be small for a center, but it doesn't matter because he can jump out of the building.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
There's the triple.
A rebound by Rochefort. Outside Lemieux.
Pass to Miller.
Outside Leduc.
The three-pointer, no good.
Oh, you look at the potential they do, it's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Putting that size to work in the painted area, Rochefort just going for it.
Releases. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Strasbourg with the ball. Miller with the ball.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Lemieux, that's good.
Total control on the long-range shot. Lemieux had it dialed in just how he likes it.
And he can't get that one to fall. Strasburg leading. Outside Lemieux. Pass to Leduc. Over Ahern. Leduc can't hit.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Here's MP. Takes it out to Portier. Back to MP. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Outside Leduc.
With 1 on the clock. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
And welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup here in Strasburg. Strasburg got the throw, calling timeout.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
And MP gets it to go. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Now here's MP.
14 points for him.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Pass to Miller. Here's Leon. Now here's Lambert.
Just 5 on the clock.
A nice shot by Charpentier.
Some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Strasburg with the ball. On the wing, Miller.
Zadirko defending.
Miller with the ball. Zadirko on him. Good work defensively by Zadirko. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Alini.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Superb assist. He played the role of maestro on that one.
And here's MP from the arc. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
That one falls.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him to the rim that well with a pass.
Strasburg with the rebound. Lambert inside. Zadirko on him. Here's Bellini.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game. And with Coach Lane Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Here's Charpentier. Miller outside. Screen by Lambert. And it's Miller penetrating.
The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
It's going to be on Zadirko.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Paris trailing. MP outside. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Lemieux. Outside Leduc. Back to Viseur. Nice D from MP. They need this. It's not going to go for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Strasburg Basket Pro ahead. They lead by 6. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. And here's Paris. 6-point game. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
And no doubt, Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Strasburg leans on Leduc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Now here's Illich. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. MP, he's open, makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Viseur. He has 6. Shoots off the step back. Leduc can't hit. Here's Illich. Oh, and Illich with the jam.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Now here's MP. 22 points for him. Nice shot by Illich.
I mean, that's just bogey being bogey, right? We've seen this time and time again.
Outside Viseur. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He's definitely been their floor leader at the offensive end.
Well, he has been today. He's done a great job of keeping that ball moving.
And he's just so strong with the handles, too. He's such a joy to watch.
Now here's MP. Takes it out to Portier. And the 3 off target. The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Here's MP. Shoots it. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, that's how you run the pick and roll. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Viseur. Now Ledoux. It's good. The assist that time from Viseur.
He's just so reliable, guys. His offense doesn't come and go. It's always there.
Here's MP for 3. It's hauled in by Ledoux. Strasburg leading. Miller. Outside Viseur. Here's Ledoux. And the shot no good, a bit short. Now Paris FC Basket with it. What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Ledoux.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Ledoux. But whatever the reason, there is no question he's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
Now here's Viseur. 8 points for him.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss that sort of look very often.
Pass to Dumont. MP. He's covered by Leduc. Out to Ahern. 6 on the shot clock. MP. No good. That would have tied it. Lemieux. He's covered by Ahern. Here's Leduc. And it's MP with the rebound. For the tie. Ahern, no good. And here's Strasburg. 3-point lead. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Leduc. Strasburg again missing. Here's MP. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC Basket at Strasbourg Basket Pro. Here's Charpentier. And here's Miller. Five to shoot. Harris grabs the miss. High post MP. Monsieur. Blanchet. Defended by Miller. MP up top. Pass to Monsieur. And stolen by Lambert. Here's Charpentier. The tray. Bellini, no good. Harris trailing. 1 minute in now to the fourth quarter. Here's Charpentier. Leon. Zadirko defending. Pass to Charpentier. Leon. Strasburg again missing. Zadirko with it. Now guarded by Lambert. And it's MP missing. And just about over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Charpentier. 5 on the clock. Screen by Lambert. Miller for three. Cannot get it done. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. MP outside. Pass to Blanchet. Mad. It's intercepted. Here's Lambert. Faked in off the glass.
Moments like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in their shooting.
Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 buckets to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this one.
And I certainly hope so.
Timeout called Paris. So both teams changing it up here. MP on the wing. Monsieur defending. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Lemieux. And here's Leduc. And the 3 ball is good.
You gotta appreciate the decisiveness Leduc showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the top.
And MP gets it to go.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Now here's Monsieur. Back to Leduc. Over Portier. And Strasburg again with the bucket.
It's just rising and firing in the mid-range. Leduc making it look easy.
MP on the wing. Monsieur defending. Pass to Dumont. Over Miller. Dumont, no good. Outside Leduc. Rejected by MP.
That's just incredible defensive timing from MP. He understands when to go after those blocks.
Sinks the three-pointer.
What an effort from MP on the offensive end. He knows they need a bucket, and he gives them one.
Outside Lemieux. Miller, guarded by Dumont. Leduc for three. Again, Leduc missing. Here's Paris. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pass to Dumal. Tries again. Outside Illich. Dumal. Clock at 6. MP outside. A rebound by Vasseur. And he commits the intentional foul. Pass to Leduc. And that's an intentional foul. Here's Miller. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Miller. Pass to Vasseur. Leduc. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first. Strasburg Basket Pro wins the tip.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Leduc misses.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
MP outside. No good with the triple. As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Illich with the bucket.
I mean, that's just bogey being bogey, right? We've seen this time and time again.
Outside Vasseur. And good, as it snugs right down through the net.
Very clever passing. You put the ball on a silver platter for him. Like, look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Well, a bigger lead guard, Portier can have success down low for this Paris ball club.
Here's Leduc. Nice D from Portier. MP, Vasseur defending. And here's MP. Pass to Ahern. Kicks it out to Portier. And a miss there on the triple. Miller with the ball. Right side, Leduc. Harris grabs the miss.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Lemieux. Outside Leduc. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Pass to Dumal. Portier outside. Here's the pick. MP outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Strasburg trailing. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside Vasseur. Pass to Leduc. To end the drought. Again, Leduc missing. And you look at the Strasbourg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
Portier outside. Gaumont. Pass to Portier. Now MP.
Launches it.
It's hauled in by Ledoux. So Strasbourg now.
Trailing by 5. To the inside.
Shots good by Roquefort.
Putting that size to work in the paint area. Roquefort just going for it.
Ahern outside. Pass to MP.
From downtown.
Strasbourg with the rebound.
The 3 is up. And no good trying to get that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
The Paris FC basket ahead. Up by 3.
And back in a moment.
And welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup here in Strasbourg. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play.
Pass to Blanchet. MP.
Drills it from outside.
Shooting with no hesitation. You just have to admire MP's confidence in firing off the catch.
And if that doesn't get him fired up, nothing will.
Just what the doctor ordered. Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
I think the prescription is done.
And that prescription could give them the injection of energy they've been looking for.
Pass to Lambert. And here's Miller.
They set the pick.
And stolen by MP. The way this roster is constructed for Strasbourg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasbourg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Miller outside. Bellini.
Fades back. Just 5 to shoot.
And there's a foul called on MP.
That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the D was still moving.
It looked like it, and he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Yeah, you really have to sell it on defense as well.
Paris on D.
They lead by 8. That's the biggest margin of the game.
Couldn't run the inbounds play any better than that.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Off the mark there with the 3.
So Strasbourg now. Pass to Ledoux.
Inside. He takes the feed in stride and slams it in.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Here's Ledoux. Pass to Lambert.
And it's off from three-point range.
Here's Paris.
6-point game. MP no good.
Golden opportunity to finish the break, and he botches it.
You simply can't be missing finishes like that. It's inexcusable.
And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Now you can trust Dumont to make the right read and send the pass to where it needs to go.
Ledoux for 3.
Drops in the tray.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Pass to Portier. MP. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
When you have a big man who can shoot from distance like that, it is such a huge bonus.
Now Leduc. He has 5. Nice D from Portier. Harris with the lead. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Strasburg on offense. Lambert, covered by MP. Screened by Lambert. Now here's Leduc. Lays it up and in off the nice reverse. And we finished one half of play. Harris FC basket ahead. They lead by 6. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Pass to Ahern. MP. Connects from three-point range.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
And prosecutor's office gave the details that he was 13 years old and in the 7th grade, but that was about it. Still, it wasn't long before pictures of him from his yearbook were posted all over the news. His eyes were censored at first, but the full picture without the censorship leaked shortly after. In the coming weeks and months, a good number of different photos of Costa began to spread on social media. His identity certainly didn't remain a secret for long. There was an even bigger problem with Costa's age, though. Thanks to a law called the Juvenile Criminal Offenders and Criminal Protection of Juveniles Act, children in Serbia don't reach the age of criminal responsibility until they were 14 years old. That meant that, because Costa was born in June, he was only a mere month too early to meet that age. No matter what happened or how the case developed, the prosecutors could not charge him with any crime whatsoever. Given that, it appeared that Costa was most likely going to walk free. While he would be open to a very open and shut case of expulsion from the school, it didn't seem like he was going to face many other repercussions, if any. Instead, his case was referred to the Center for Social Work. It was up for the social workers to decide what action.
initiative. Get you a punch. These things in my pants. I was bouncing out. I was down. That's what it's all about. Jumping like
Seems like just about all his points are coming from downtown.
Miller outside. Leduc for three. And it's MP with the rebound.
Yeah, on an open look like that, he's usually very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Surprising miss. I mean, he's almost always deadly when he's that open, even from way downtown. The power from Boucher. Look at a little statement there.
Here's Portier. MP inside. The Stewar's there. Pass to Elich. Here's MP. From past the arc. MP can't get that one to fall.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets. They've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
By the Stewart. Strasburg trailing. Leduc gets the bucket.
That's an agile make for Leduc, able to work around that interior beam.
MP outside.
The three-pointer is on target.
Great communication between teammates there.
So Strasburg now. Pass to Leduc. And that one goes on by Miller.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
Down low.
Oh, and a dunk by Ahern.
He can do a lot more damage to the rim than that one he wants to.
And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Fans are disappointed. You see him?
Well, I think he did plenty of damage. It was only with one hand, but he threw. It down pretty hard, just the same, if you ask me.
Pass to Leduc.
Launches a three.
Again, Leduc missing. And it's Paris with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's MP missing. Now here's Roquefort. To the middle. Here's Masur. And it's MP with the rebound. Pass to Portier. Now here's MP. Masur defending. To the paint. Nice shot by Elich.
Nice patience from MP there. Let the pick and roll develop and found a teammate.
And here's Miller. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Is it just me, guys? Does it feel like he's got every single rebound in this game?
No, it's not just you. And look, a 20-plus rebounding game just isn't something we get to see very often.
We just sit back and enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
And the dunk by Masur.
And he doesn't tower over others at the center position, but he makes up for it by playing larger than he stands.
MP with it. Masur's there.
Count it. It's good to see Ahern being assertive inside. He's got a good sense for when he wants to score.
Masur misses. MP on the wing. He's got 22. Bangs home the trifecta.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 14. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K. Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC basket at Strasbourg Basket Pro. Takes it out to Zadirko. Strasbourg with the rebound. What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Ledoux.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Ledoux. For whatever the reason, there is no question he's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
MP inside. Over to the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. Paris FC basket with another miss. And there's a foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Strasbourg Basket Pro having a tough go here. Pass to Charpentier. Down low. Here's Bellini. Oh, and that one, no question, he powered it down.
Another good trip for him. He's going to take it on himself to get them back in this game.
MP inside. There's Blanchet. Pass to Mad. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Bellini pulls it in. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Here's Lambert. The rebound by Zadirko. MP left side. Fires from deep. Paris FC basket with another miss. Here's Mayol. Pass to Charpentier. Misses the 3. And here's Paris. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
Oh my fucking
God. 3-on-3 break. Here's Mayol. Back to Miller. Wide open. It's hauled in by Paris. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Blanchet. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Releases. A nice shot by Miller.
Confident stroke for Miller. Strasbourg, they want him in those catch-and-shoot chances.
Now called Paris. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. MP. Rejected by Monsieur. And that one comes off the assist by Leduc.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
Outside Leduc. Looking to get it going. And he lays it up and in.
The shot finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
Here's MP. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way, let him take over.
Up top, Leduc, covered by Portier. Now here's Leduc. D right on him. Nice D from Portier. MP outside. Out to the left wing. Lets it go. Again, it's Paris.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close the game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
And Strasburg, that's the pro, calling timeout. Monsieur. Back to Leduc for three. It's good. The assist that time from Monsieur.
Clean three-point shot from Leduc. Focused and under control.
MP on the wing. Monsieur defending. Back to Ahern. MP. Oh, and a slam by MP.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Yeah, they're not going to stop him.
And he goes with the one-hand tomahawk slam. A nice choice and one that I always love to break out when I have the opportunity.
Fires for three. Dreams it from beyond the arc.
Love how confident MP is rising up from there, knowing the damage he can do with his day.
And it's out of bounds to Strasburg as they're able to retain possession. Out to the right wing. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
Well, when you got a young team like Paris is, it's never easy to get a win on the road. They showed a lot of grit and fight, the way they battled it out.
And for MP, nice for this team to get a win over Leduc with so many fans in attendance.
And this win doesn't necessarily mean...
Vincent Leduc is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you thoroughly outplayed him tonight. What does that say?
Look, I have a ton of respect for guys in this league, guys like Vince. That's why I'm here. Because going up against these guys is going to make me a better basketball player. So to outplay someone like Vince, that means I'm on the right track. And it makes me want to work even harder.
On top of outplaying Leduc, you helped lead Paris to victory. Talk about it.
Yeah, at some point I just felt that if we were going to win, I was going to have to step up, so I did. I'm comfortable carrying that burden.
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight. What prompted such enthusiastic play?
Most of it is in-the-moment reactions. Sometimes a flashy pass is the only way to get the ball past a defender. I've always played the game with style. It's in my DNA.
Thanks, MP.
Yeah.
How was the escargot?
Austin, bro, them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has some crunchy bread on it. I don't even know what it was, but hey, look, Americans give Snell a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love them. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock, all right?
Oh, yeah, let me hear it.
Things are looking really good. Everyone's raving about your work ethic. Your coach told a scout you're more ripped than 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's got to stop doing that. He just also needs to update his references.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospects?
L'Aigle means eagle, right?
L'Aigle.
L'Aigle means eagle, right?
This is a do-or-die game for Paris.
Yeah, well, the EBAs don't start.
And just moments ago, an aerial view above the Arc de Triomphe monument here in Paris. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FPSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. Guys, this should be a fun one.
It's old versus new here. It's an interesting one. Veteran Marseille on one side, looking to steal a win against the youth movement, Paris FC.
And tonight, Paris needs this victory to qualify for the EBA tournament.
Well, certainly a lot on the line for MP and the rest of the Paris squad. But I know that Louis Dupont and Marseille would love the chance to play the spoiler here in front of a rowdy Parisian crowd.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year. And check out the bounce.
That's a lot of bounce per ounce right there.
How much? What's the bounce per ounce like rate?
I'm not sure.
BPO, bounce per ounce. An unusual stat, but like you said it. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
When you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point, the youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Now here's Ahern. MP, it's good.
You have to admire how assertive MP is.
Stay with
Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Here's Parker. That one falls, coming off Reesbaugh's feet.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
Outside Dumont. Another three for Paris.
Well, this is what Paris FC needs from Dumont. He can force the defense to extend outward.
To the middle. Wow. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You can always depend on him to put that lead pass right on the money. So without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Vuitton.
Come on, Lee.
Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
Oh, shit. Is it locked or something? Why the fuck do it keep doing this, bro? Oh, shit. Bro, my ribs already fucking broke, man.
Shit.
No. Don't tackle me. What you got devices for, nigga?
So what connected to that shit?
It is going to look like this. No, this is what the thing looked like. You acting ready to get plugged in there?
What you asking? Huh? What you asking? So what plug into the GPU?
You need to plug in shit. Let me see. Where's this plugged in at? Because this is a semi-modular, meaning it come with some cords coming out of it. Mine don't got no cords coming out of it. I got about all the cords to the back. So you got, this is already plugged in, right? So if you got other these, you plug these up with this too. With the other ones. This is SSD. So this is a memory card. SSD.
That was connected to my computer?
It's connected to this.
So I need that one.
You know, it's kind of weird though. I don't know why. Oh, because this connected to your motherboard. This connects to your motherboard. So I was wondering, like, how the fuck do this get to the computer then? Where'd it go? Power supply, motherboard. This. So, but you got to plug in. You keeping this right? You need to plug in your motherboard. It's gonna go on one of these two. Your power, not your power supply, your graphics card is gonna get plugged into there. And then these two is for, I want to say it's for these. No, that's cap. See, these go straight on the motherboard. Cap. This is going here. And this is for other hard drives and shit. Right here. So, hard drives, these, and the big silver one.
So I got to buy a cord for this?
No, I think I want to say motherboards come with that bitch, low key. Either or, the same my opinion. It don't matter. They just, this is like, imagine plugging something to the wall. This is the wall type shit. It ain't nothing but an outlet. So it can go in either one of these. But it do got to be a motherboard and your GPU, though. You got to power them bitches with the power supply. I'm trying to think. So what core? So I got my, yeah, it's basically the same. I just, like I said, I don't got cords back here. My shit is all squares. So mine came with like all of these cords separate, but they all go in the same spot. So you ain't even gotta plug in a lot of shit. It's really motherboard, GPU. Matter of fact, this motherboard cord right here, you ain't even gotta plug that in there. So motherboard, hard drive. This is a GPU cord. You wouldn't use this, maybe, though. This would be the only cord you have to buy, the GPU cord. Because you can't use this one, I don't think. Didn't it say 2 8 pins?
I need two of them.
This is 2.
Well, the thing is, they don't want me to daisy chain. So I need 2 seconds.
I mean, would this be considered daisy chain since it's a modular power supply? I mean, because it's like this bitch is plugged into. Why you? I guess you're saying like you don't want that bitch to share a wire type. Well, that's shitty though, because I'm trying to think. Well, yo, if you get one of them cords, is that bitch even gonna fit in here? Let me see how do 16 look. Mine's under my fucking case, under my computer, so I can't look unless I take everything out.
I said I need 2 of these.
I don't think you need 2 of those though.
Well, when I put it into PC part, not PC part.
Why would you need 2 of them though?
You know that.
Let me turn this computer off.
All right. So, PC part figure. PCLE 12-pin power connector adapter is being supplied with multiple C PCLE 6+2 pin power connectors. Please ensure that the PCLE 6+2 pin power connectors are not daisy chained, do not share the same power connector. Right? So then I took that picture. I said, ChatGPT, what is it? What he said.
Well, I didn't know, but yeah. These are 2 separate ones of mine too.
Oh, you got 2 separate ones?
But I think it's because that bitch came with 2 separate ones. So I think if you buy a pack of the 3080 ones, it'll come with 2. Because remember, it got that little ass connector on these bitches that go inside the GPU. It's like these little tiny ass pins.
This is about your RTX 3080 Founders Edition power adapter. Your GPU uses a 12-pin adapter. That adapter needs 2 separate PCLE cables. Do not use one cable that's specific to daisy chain. You need 2 separate cables from the PSU. This is a
Yeah, that makes sense because this bitch it take a lot to power it, and like daisy chaining is basically using one.
Okay, so
same shit.
I gotta buy 2 of those, right?
Yeah, but just make sure that bitch don't come with 2 already.
What?
When you get the pack for the 3080, the little cords you trying to get.
Huh?
I'm saying like when you order this bitch, it be in a pack.
Order what?
The PCIe.
Oh, what? Oh, make sure they don't come with 2 separate ones.
Just make sure it don't already come with 2 type shit. Cause I don't know what the hell you can do with one of them anyway. Well, I guess you can use that as a replacement. Yeah, you might have to put 2 there.
So, I got this right here.
I don't think so. Unless it's already plugged into a power supply. This ain't it. This for these. It either it's gonna be that one or a second one. This don't got 3. This only got 2, right? Oh, yeah, that is this. Cause remember, so it's different power supplies. You got a modular, meaning your shit come with shit and it got less slots. So you get this for specific builds. You feel me? Then the one I got, it come with all the random cords attached, and it's not no cords coming out of this bitch. It's just blank. So this look like a different cord than that, but it's the same cord, except for the one that plugged into the back is already in that bitch. So those are the 2 top ones.
So what is it plugged into?
Power supply. So that's what I'm saying.
Power supply. What power supply?
I mean, not power supply. Fucking what is that shit called? Video card. What is that shit? A fucking graphics card. Yep, GPU. Wait. So, matter of fact, let me see if this. Because I don't. Here, bro, what? Bro, what's the fuse? I'm trying to see if this is even considered. Is using a modular power supply considered daisy chaining when it comes to PCIe cords? I should have used fucking ground. No. Rex is crazy. Can you change your name from Rex? I don't know, you choose, but use like a regular English name. Probably like a black name. As low-key racist, yeah, for sure, that's straight. But I got a question. On a modular power supply, when we talk about daisy chaining, if the modular power supply already has a PCIe cord attached that you can't unattach, is that considered daisy chaining? Oh, that's like using an HDMI splitter. Hey, Grok better than ChatGPT. That nigga understood me stuttering and was like, yeah, sure. So you should be good then. Ain't that 2 8s? The on the PCI? Yeah, this one. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let me make sure. Oh, that's crazy. Yep, it's just 2 8 pins, bro. So you actually got an advantage over me because I fucking got to use 2 of them bitches. You can use 1, meaning you got way less clutter when it comes to your cable management. Wait, so where do these plug into my GPU? Yep, because they go inside of this little cord right here. This cord is where both of the 8 pins go into. So this right here go into the power supply, and then the 2 8 pins go into these bitches. So let me just make sure these bitches fit though. Oh, these ones. Sometimes these bitches come where you can disconnect them, and they be fucking hard up here to get them bitches closed straight. I wonder if it's like different gens of these bitches. Wait, that's weird because it's fucking slide right into that bitch. Maybe. Oh, that's why these is for this is CPU. Can you stop talking real quick? CPU on the shit different. Yeah, so I gotta buy this one. Yep, it should be. Yeah, actually, yep. Because that's the picture you just showed me. This one. Yeah, let me see.
Heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as DuPont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for Leglet.
Parker's shot is good.
Well, this is where Parker excels. When he's inside near the basket, he can be a force.
Outside Dumont. And the three off target. Marseille trail.
Here. Left and right. Ooh, baby, I love your way. See, no, I think this one, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Damn, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 10. What, how many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8. This one, not it. This is for the series of cards after ours. So this is for the 40 series. I think that's what he said. Yeah, I think that's what. So this one is the one. I'll make sure again. PCIe 6 plus 2, 8 pin. Yeah, it'll be this one for sure. What? This? Yeah. Yeah, the other one, that shit ain't even gonna fit in the, it's like certain power supplies and bitches fit. That was another reason why I didn't want to get a new car, because it's like, I gotta buy a fucking power supply, and them cars are big as fuck and get super hot, so I might have to get a fucking bigger fan and shit. I was like, man, fuck that. You get a cooler system. Anyway, so if you did get them 40 series, you would have fucking been cool, but they ain't even worth it. This fucking generation. Trash, boy. My nigga said he about to step out. Yours? What's that? Oh shit, yeah, I ain't need. This beef right there. Bro. What you about to do? Big sumo wrestler looking at me. In the towel. You walking out like you get ready for a match, nigga. A match is crazy. I need some fucking theme song music. All you need is some theme song music, nigga. Fuck.
Pass to Brisebois. For three. He's off on that one. Empty outside. To the inside. And stolen by Barrow. And they're on the break. Parker with the ball. Now guarded by MP. And here's Paris. And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, DuPont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire... team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Brisebois outside. Parker. That one falls, coming off Brisebois' feet.
Well, these Marseille coaches love that hoop. Parker playing large.
MP outside. Dupont with the rebound.
Great look. Disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Down low. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Just 5 on the clock. Back to Breezeball. Shoots. A rebound by Zadirko.
Even with every shot clanging off iron, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. Might be time to take a step in.
And it's MP missing. Breezeball with the ball. MP's there. Good work defensively by Zadirko. Here's MP. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9 today.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Here's Rouillard. That one falls, coming off Breezeball's feet.
Well done to finish that one off.
Here's MP. Again, it's Paris.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents, and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
And the shot is good.
Well, defensively, you got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Outside Bourgeois. Here's Rouillard. It's hauled in by Paris. Pass to Dumont. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, you see Dumont making things happen inside. He's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why.
Back to Breezeball. For 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off. Starting to pull away here. They're putting some points up.
Yeah, this one's threatening to get out of hand pretty soon.
And so it's Marseille with it. Trailing by 17. Here's Rouillard. He's covered by Ahern. Bourgeois. And he banks in the layup.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to half. Paris FC basket ahead. Up by 15. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here in the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow. Relentless.
He just met with Fantana. He also went off on other people who dislike Drake. However, they're Russian to be sources for Iceman.
This is what I see when I see, like, you know what I mean, respectfully, Elliott Wilson just making something out of thin air. I see Fantana just flat out lying. I mean, like, this nigga can say anything, right? Like, Charlamagne said he heard the album. Like, I'm like, yo, I say this. Here we go.
Yeah, that brother starving.
That brother's starving, man. Yeah, when I see the niggas who say they don't like Drake try to break an exclusive about Drake, I'm like, but what we do have a good laugh at is the haters.
Hi, excuse me, miss, hello. What if I told you I could get you some money right now? I wouldn't believe you. Okay, let's get out your phone, download the app called...
Going through what we call Drake derangement syndrome. Yes, if it wasn't already abundantly clear that these guys have no reputation, no spine, they will hate for 2 years, and as soon as their pocket starts to get a little bit dry, their rent gets a little bit too high, they will start unabashed, like they will just flip-flop. They'll fold up like a lawn chair in a goddamn wallet. They don't care. They have no type of spine. They go from saying Drake is a cancer to now saying they need Drake. Who would ever say they needed a cancer? I don't know. But these guys, I'll tell you what, me and Drake, we do get
Obviously, y'all heard the voice say, no, I didn't. That's reference to Ebro. Now, Ebro is reacting to this. When Axe says, y'all call Drake a cancer to the culture, now y'all saying y'all want him to drop? Huh? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. See, the problem here is hyperbole. I could see an analyst, somebody who's a music critic, disliking Drake the person while also acknowledging Drake music make the culture exciting again and interested again. And it's a good thing when Drake drops because you want to react to it. But these dudes, I guess, are so infested with hate that they would go above and beyond. Like, they will go too far. You could say, man, I don't know, man, like Drake don't really speak up for certain things that we think he should be speaking up for. I don't know, man. I don't think Drake does enough for the culture. You could have said that, but that won't, but that won't get the clicks. What get the clicks is the hyperbole. Drake a cancer to the culture. Well, if he's a cancer, why would you want the cancer?
Inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Rejected by MP. Here's Portier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Arrow outside.
To the paint. Here's Bourgeois. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Nice job by Bourgeois getting to his spots and getting exactly what he wanted.
And here's Marseille.
17-point game.
Back to Barrow.
Count that one.
Barrow showing his fight near the hoop. Nice trip down the floor from Marseille.
Ahern outside. Pass to MP.
Oh, and a slam by MP.
When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of the season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
4 on the clock. No problems knocking that one down.
Well, the name Parker is obviously well known in France. Theo's got a bigger frame than Tony, but sometimes he squints and you see the jumper from afar.
Barrow outside.
Inside. Stolen by Elich. Up ahead for the finish. Dumont slamming it down.
Elevation. Pierre Dumont rises with ease.
Barrow outside. Pass to DuPont.
The glass to finish the layup.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call DuPont Le Egg. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And what a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed DuPont on the offensive end so far.
And not the lack of effort. DuPont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
Marseille, no good that time either. And here's Paris. Pass to Ahern. Back to MP. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Unselfish play by Ahern. If your shot isn't there, you got to give it away.
Outside Bourgeois. Up top Parker. Marseille, no good that time either. MP right side. Zadirko outside. Back to MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
There's Barrow with the three. Marseille, no good that time either. Outside Illich. MP. Again, it's Paris.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
And as we conclude the third quarter, welcome back. It's the final quarter of now called Paris. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass the ball walk. Oh, rejected by the Fuel. And so it looks like Marseille will retain possession here. Down low. The Sewer with the steal. With the bucket.
Nice pass there. Good job to get it out quick.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Blackburn. Pass to Riyard. Parker a screen. 5 to shoot. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well. And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Here's Dupont. Banked in off the glass.
Whatever angle he needs to use, the Eagle will find a way. He's that good of a finisher.
Here's Paris. MP right side. Valois with the rebound. And Marseille with possession here. Here's Blackburn. Out to the left wing. Parker's got space. And again, it's Marseille converting.
He's done a ton to help this team, but he needs to do even more if they're going to have a chance to come back.
Here's MP. Marseille basketball pulls it in. Fires from deep. Knocks down the three ball.
And how about the pass right there? Is that Tony or Theo Parker? Marseille loves having their center move the rock.
MP left side. Makes it off the glass.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Pass to DuPont. Blackburn. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Here's Blanchet. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. MP inside. Parker defending. Here's MP. Oh, rejected by Parker. And so it looks like Paris will retain possession here.
Merci, substitution. Number 4, Yannick Brisebois.
Here's MP. Oh, and a slam by MP.
So easy into the air, the hang time, MP, making it look effortless.
Brisebois right side. And he drops in the layup off glass.
Good possession, resulting in the easy one down low.
Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Here's MP. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Well, for MP playing here in Europe, the goal is to get to the NBA. He wants to show GMs around the association what he's capable of.
And good on the second, so he makes both. Barrow outside. Pass to DuPont. Oh, slammed in by DuPont.
Well, their offense is kicking the gear, but it's come just a little too late.
I think it may be, but at least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively, but too bad it's past the point where it'll do them much good.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Brisebois long range. The shot will not fall. MP outside. Pulls up. Misses the baby hook. The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I mean, to even qualify for the EVA tourney was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season, and now they've done it.
And congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EVA championships?
It feels incredible!
And it's been 7 months and I haven't done anything when I asked for 35. That's why I'm couldn't come to. And also,
seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA Championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there. I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're going to get a lot more.
Win. But right now I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, nothing too drastic. But if you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round, bro.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament. The most experienced. Strongest will win. I expect him to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP.
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're...
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul Basketball?
I've watched the game tape on them. I know they've got some...
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We'll likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
House to Toprak. Off the mark there with the three. Aaron on the wing. To the middle. Here's MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA Championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
To the paint. Kick out to Demal. Screen by MP. 2 on the clock. And it's Demal missing.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Pass to Ganesh. To the right side. Outside Guvan. Ganesh sets the screen. Looking to end the drought. Guvan can't get it to go. MP left side. Here's Portier. MP. No good with the triple.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side. Arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
Paris with the lead. MP outside.
Fuck out of here.
3-point range. Outside Toprak. Pass to Guvan. Ganesh sets the screen. Back to Toprak. Basket is good. The assist from Guvan.
Spreading out the floor. You want that in a swingman like Toprak.
MP outside. And it's Istanbul to start it out.
And what a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Back to Toprak. Down low. Gouvan picking up the assist.
That's a good look for Toprak. That's exactly what Istanbul is working towards offensively.
High post MP. Kaya on him. Pass to MP. And it's Ganesh with the rebound. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Gouvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
Outside Dumont. Inside. Ganesh with the steal. Outside Gouvan. High arcing shot. That one good for two. And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
Kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then, and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
Now here's Gouvan. Outside Toprak. Ganesh sets the screen. Clock at 6. It's Toprak with the drive. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Showing some tenacity on that drive inside. Toprak understands how and when to attack.
MP. Outside for Illich. Back to MP. Portier. MP up top. That one a little long.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Pass to Kaya. The three is up. Here's Ganesh. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
If you battle for the offensive rebound, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow like he got there.
NB can't get that one to fall. Istanbul with the lead. And here's Toprak. Guarded by Dumont. And it's Kaya missing. Outside Dumont. MP right side. They double team MP. Back to Portier. No good from outside. And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA Championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
Now here's Dumont. Looking for his first basket still in this one. For 13, MP no good.
So we can get on our quick this because I
now Gouvan. Toprak, defended by Illich. Back to Toprak. Takes the 3. They get it back. 6 seconds separating the shot and game.
We want to glad to be to pay him 40,000 to do interviews tonight instead of 25. Yeah, but that's way too fucking much money, dude. 45 for you nigga. You gotta play with you ain't got no hits out.
And so the first quarter in the books.
Even
basketball ahead.
25K is over.
And we'll get things started in the second quarter.
These niggas is getting 10K an interview, bro.
Welcome back to
that
the
nigga 15 more than
second quarter action.
4 extra and all them niggas. Is he funny?
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes
While we
in.
watch the Boozy interview, what are you on?
And
Everybody losing here. That shit funny as fuck. That's why. That shit tightens up. So it's like, if he ain't paying Sean Kai for you, why the fuck would he pay you that?
A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
5 to shoot. Pass to Illich. A three-pointer, no good. And stolen by MP.
Basketball.
Istanbul basketball.
Yeah, I'm saying, who that? Why would it be her? She don't move. Real quick. Spending the night. That nigga Yumi been asleep. That ain't me.
Out of here, folks. Peace.
If you ask a gamer above the age of 30 about the original PlayStation, they'll probably tell you it allowed them to transcend to a whole new metaphysical plane of existence, experiencing the pesky video games in a whole new way. A kid playing
Seems like just
for the first time may have been
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But with the best players in the tournament, the most experienced, strongest will win. I expect him to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP.
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponent, Istanbul Basketball?
I've watched the game tape on them. I know they've got some quality players, but I've played against some of the best players across the world in multiple countries. And I'm confident my...
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight. Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, relaxes the team a little bit when you're not having to play catch-up right away.
Pass to Ganesh. with the rebound. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
The three is up. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Ahern. Second shot opportunity. And MP with a nice bucket inside.
Love the hustle and the commitment. MP unwilling to let that position go to waste.
Ganesh sets the screen. And get it again. Kaya with the stop.
Put in work on the boards, and it'll pay off with chances like that.
And he does put in the work. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
You gotta watch him if you're on defense.
Yeah, he's just an incredibly motivated player. That's something that's never been in question.
And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EDA Championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
Now here's MP. Clock at 6. Back to Ahern. The 3 ball. Ahern can't get it to fall. Istanbul trailing. Outside Toprak. Fires from deep. Harris grabs the miss. And even 3-on-3 break. MP, he's guarded by Kaya. Screened by Illich. MP. And another miss by Paris.
With his size, you have to love the way Emil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Well, that's what Illich has been doing year after year. He's got more crafty driving moves than a lot of players.
Now here's Ahern. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score. Rushing up the contact like it's nothing. Guvan staying focused.
Harris with the lead. MP left side. Fortier outside. Here's Dumont from the arc. And it's Ganesh with the rebound.
He's got a great stroke. That almost dropped.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit those no matter how tight the D is.
Smooth jumper from Toprak, taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to MP. Oh, and a slam by MP.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Yeah, they're not going to stop him.
And he goes with a one-hand tomahawk slam. A nice choice and one that I always love to break out when I have the opportunity.
So, at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game.
Welcome back to the Eternal City Road.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the strongest teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced. Attacking full throttle. MP challenging off the dribble. Love watching MP do work.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one drops. He ties it up.
And here's Istanbul. Move on with it. Outside Toprak.
Just 5 to shoot.
Over Ahern. Toprak can't hit. Pass to Ahern. And here's MP from the arc. Drops in the tray.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Outside Toprak for three. And it's MP with the rebound. MP on the wing. Takes the three. Another three for Paris.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Middle. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
He ran his man right to the screen to open up the lane of the hoop.
And the free throw, no good. Ahern on the wing. He's covered by Gouvon. Hits it from three-point range.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Kaya with a bucket.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
From the arc. MP no good. Here's Korkmaz. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Idemish. Outside for Toprak. Takes the three. Offensive board. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Idemish. Offline with the three. Now MP. So it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you shortly. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EVA Championship game gets underway. One of the things you always love about the EVA Championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
Oh, Kaya with the stuff.
Well, credit Kaya with some major energy. When big men like him work hard on the glass, they sometimes get reward for it.
MP no good. And here's Istanbul. It's a three-point game. Toprak connects from three-point range.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And here's Paris. Outside Dumont. MP. And here in the second half of the play, we're just over a minute in. And here's Gouvon. Down low. Ganesh. Basket is good. The assist from Gouvon.
Who's stopping Ganesh in there? Seriously. These are the types of buckets that Istanbul has to rack up.
Pass to Illich. MP.
Oh.
Ahern outside.
There's
the three. Istanbul basketball with the rebound.
No, I'm asking because, fuck, he just got argument.
Some solid D there from MP. To the inside. Off with the layup.
That nigga love the
opportunity to finish the break, and he botches it.
You simply can't be missing finishes like that. It's inexcusable.
Now here's Gouvon. Pass to Ganesh. Here's Kaya. Soft touch off the glass.
What a take by Kaya. Defense on him, and he's still able to convert it for two.
MP on the wing. Ganesh defending. Screen by Illich. Here's MP. A kick out to Jamal. Pass to MP. Just 5 on the clock. It's not going to go for him.
He shot so well in that last quarter, and in this quarter, he can't get anything to go. Things have gone wrong in a hurry.
Wrong. Covered by Portier. Here's Kaya. Oh, Kaya with the stuff.
That's
I like when Kaya plays big.
I'm gonna have to do Heather to get them
to dunk it, firing up his Istanbul teammates.
MP right side. Portier. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Well, Gouvan might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The ways he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
And Toprak gets it to go.
You for real?
You want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Outside for Illich. Portier. MP on the wing. Lets it fly. Paris FC basket with another miss. Istanbul leading. Kaya the screen. High arcing shot. And Gouvan lays it up and in.
We know Gouvan is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team.
No, that's cool. That means Trey gonna definitely be on their team.
MP with it. Ganesh on him.
That's because I wouldn't
have. Zadirko. Ahern. And here's MP from the arc. Toprak grabs the miss.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
Another three for Istanbul.
They came out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And here's MP from the arc. And another miss by Paris.
This has been a rough second half for him shooting the ball. He should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Pass to Korkmaz. And that comes off the assist by Kaya.
And their lead gets even more
literally, one day I was on 55. Then it's like, boom! What the fuck?
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area
I look down at my shit.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
Outside Dumont. MP.
Make us the lead. Make us be the big dog in that bitch. Come on. Smooth, you next? Nah, I fuck with you.
Pass to Gouvan.
You feel much better? I told you. Just take a little nap. You feel better now.
And it's MP with the rebound. Now Paris FC basket with it. Ahern outside.
And then got
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Istanbul.
Hi, chickle, 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 chickle. You stretch. Yo.
Pass to Kaya.
Where we get paid?
Toprak. Outside Gouvan. Back to Toprak. Outside Gouvan. And here's Ganesh.
What'd you say?
Such a smart player. You just never know what Gouvan's going to do.
For what, though?
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the
fourth. My baby room.
MP left side. Dumont.
You know, Simone fine ass, man. That's my girl anyway, niggas. You need to know. My girl. What do you know about my girl for, nigga?
Pass to Ganesh. Stolen by Illich.
Oh, she chose me. She already chose, bro.
MP.
I ain't no game.
Out to Ahern.
Chose already, bro.
Portier outside.
She didn't even know that I lived with Juice. Nigga, she was like, why you at my cousin's house? And I was like, girl, I live here. She said this.
Such a sweet three-point stroke.
Listen. I was supposed to tweet. I was going chop, but I got so much respect for her. I ain't gonna do it. Cause this next line was gonna get her. I'm about to hit her with the
to the ball.
I'm about to hit it with the. Nah, I'm not to this game, but I'm like, I'm about to hit it with the. Hey, come visit your cousin. Hello! Come down, visit little cuz, big cuz, whatever.
Hey, Hearn
she was gonna come down and visit cuz. But guess who was gonna be down there with cuz?
Big show of athleticism by MP, going up strong for the dunk.
Fuck the fans, man. I just want to interview her. Watch out, interview. I'm trying to push my buttons. I just realized
outside
that.
For Toprak.
I'm like, what am I going to be doing for that?
Shot clock at 6. Ganesh sets a screen. No good. Unable to end this run.
They woke up with thing and before we was outside.
Final horn sounds, and Istanbul basketball are the champions of Europe. What an amazing journey for them.
It's been so impressive, and you think,
oh, shit. Fuck. I got a hard quit.